You are listening to 5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to another exciting edition of 5 Star Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eddie Valiant, and with me, as always,
JJ.
And JJ.
And JJ.
2 JJs.
3 JJs.
3 are better than one.
Are they?
I think so.
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck off.
We got an exciting episode for you guys because there are 3 events happening in one weekend. That's right. We have WWE Extreme Rules on Sunday. We have Evolve, which is 10th anniversary special, which is going to be on the network. And then we have Fight for the Fallen from AEW on Saturday.
Yeah.
But before we get into any of that stuff, and before we get into Juicy Josh's top 5 moments of Raw and SmackDown.
Are we doing that first?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's doing his announcements first.
Okay.
Right? And thanks, Devin. I am doing announcements.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Congratulations to Becky Lynch on being named the first WWE superstar to make the cover of ESPN the magazine alongside Allison Brie from the Netflix show Glow.
Glow. Oh, sorry. Glow.
Have you ever seen Glow?
I've seen 2 episodes. So
Gorgeous Ladies of
You
Wrestling.
only watched the first 2?
yeah. And then
With Johnny Morrison?
Yeah.
And then
It's
Carlito makes an appearance.
It wasn't bad.
It's
I
really
liked it,
good.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah. That's trying to get them on the podcast.
Season
I'm
3
trying.
next month, right? August?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Me too. Super pumped. I also want to take the time to thank the Young Bucks for maybe finally squashing this idea of CM Punk ever coming back to wrestling.
Stop it.
What did he say?
Matt Jackson, according to Nick says that Matt talks to CM Punk all the time.
Me too.
And according to Matt, he says professional wrestling is the most demanding thing in the world. You just can't find yourself back in it one day and be like, okay, I guess I'm doing this. You really have to want it, and that's up to him. And they say that they don't believe it's in the cards.
Sometimes I talk to CM Punk on chat, and he asked me for money from Nigeria. I'm pretty sure it's still him, though.
Oh, he's going to need to come back then if he needs money desperately, right?
Hey, you never know. Well, I mean, AJ Lee could be coming back to wrestling.
Good points all around.
I think she will before he does.
Yeah, I think so too. I believe it.
But maybe Matt's just trying to take people, fake it out.
Yeah, but I think the reason he's doing this is because obviously he knows.
There's going to be a billion CM Punk chants at the next
Fight
for the Fallen.
Or even All Out. Or All In.
Which one's
All
in
Out.
Chicago?
That's All Out.
All Out.
So, all right, so
That's the title match. That's the second. That's the big second event.
These are
after
just house
Double or
shows.
Nothing.
Like these 2 free ones.
Fight for the Fallen. I'm very excited about that.
I'm excited too,
excited
but I
too,
think
but
it's a house show.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna further storylines.
It's a charity for Devin.
True.
See, house shows don't further or build or do anything with storylines.
Well, they don't have any. They don't have any TV events.
Correct. So this is their use for it. So it's above a house show.
This is like a TV event,
but it's not a pay-per-view.
Not TV. Devin, I hate you.
Kind of makes sense. I also want to congratulate. Yeah, well, I want to congratulate.
Talk to a Nigerian CM Punk for you.
All right. I want to congratulate ex-WWE superstar Muhammad Hassan, who was recently named the principal of a junior high school in Oswego County. I don't know where that is, but congratulations to you.
Is he going to be doing his gimmick?
No, he actually, if you look at the announcement on the page, it's under his real name.
He's Italian.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even Muslim.
If you get called to the principal, strike 1, he writes you up. Strike 2,
beheads you.
Camel clutch. Right there on the spot in front of your classmates.
Step 3, he gets Daivari on you to yell and coherently into your face.
Step 3, he brings everybody into the auditorium for an assembly and then beheads the kid. Am I wrong?
Yes, Devin.
Yes, very wrong.
That's illegal.
All right.
Yeah,
so
very illegal.
So was what you said.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
All right. Anyways,
I said behead for the second one, though.
Yeah, he did.
That's
all right.
Too.
We got some birthdays.
Is it my birthday?
No, your birthday already passed.
Oh, your birthday was
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, it was.
Is it Devin's birthday?
Josh,
No, not yet.
JJ was 43. Still has the juice.
I'm 28, you
go.
fucking dick.
Mm.
Like
But,
2 years older than you. Ed's like 60.
Yeah, I know.
You're only a few months older than me.
Oh, well, you're old too. Fuck you.
True.
Nice. All right, happy birthday to Tyson Kidd,
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb,
Yeah.
Hurricane Helms,
Yeah.
Sami Zayn,
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar,
Yeah.
X-Pac,
Yeah.
Jake Chris,
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett,
Damn.
Bubba Ray
what
Dudley,
A week for
Yeah.
wrestling.
Charlie Caruso,
Yeah.
Heath Slater,
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley,
Yeah.
Mojo Rawley,
Mhm.
Joey Mercury,
Yeah.
and then finally Mandy Rose.
Finally. Oh, I don't
No.
know. You gotta hate it, no.
I knew you guys were going to be like, All right,
Wait, I got a question about Mandy Rose real quick.
sure.
Are they doing a lesbian angle with her and
Mm-hmm.
I've been wondering
Sonya?
that for a
I
long
think
time
they're
now.
teasing it.
Yeah, it seems like they are giving each other a little bit.
I think that'd be better than
Looks.
the stupid storyline that we're getting from Mike and Maria.
We need some LBGQT and WWE. That's not going to be overdone.
Hey, why not?
We don't need the HLA. We just need a regular
What's
storyline.
HLA?
Hot lesbian action.
Oh,
Eric Bischoff, man.
I know. I'm imagining this too. Like Bischoff's taking over. Heavy
Oh, wow.
Machinery is going to be the new tag team champions.
those
Before
were
you know it.
That was my prediction.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Eric Bischoff's favorite tag team, according to Juicy Josh as well.
That's me. That's the one who mentioned it last week.
Yep.
Rewind it.
I
Go
know.
back to the past.
Jesus Christ.
All right. It is time for Juicy Josh's top 5 moments of Raw and SmackDown.
Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh! Let's keep it juicy. That's the first time I said that. All right.
No, it's not.
Raw top 5 for this week. Raw was pretty interesting this week, I guess. Had some good matches. Number 5 is The Miz and the Usos versus the Revival and Elias in a 2 out of 3 falls matches. And I'm getting pretty sick of these 2 out of 3 fall matches. What about you guys?
You and me both, brother.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, why can't they just have one long tag team match?
Jesus Christ, did you write that with your feet?
I've seen your handwriting. Are you really gonna fucking judge my handwriting?
Yes.
We'll post a picture of it
Looks
on
like
Twitter.
looks like a chicken scratched
It
it.
looks like you used
I did it
both,
fast, you
both
fucking
elbows and balanced a dead pen.
You want this dead pen in your fucking eye?
I'll take it in somewhere else.
Yeah. Put it in your ass, your pee hole too. All right, but
Urethra play.
all right.
Try focusing now.
The Revival lost because Elias left mid-match. They lost the next two falls after that. It was a pretty basic match. Usos getting momentum into the tag team title match with a Revival at Extreme Rules, so it'll be good.
My picks are in.
Is the Miz doing anything at Extreme Rules?
I don't think so.
No.
There's a lot of guys that are surprisingly not even
He's
at Extreme
having
Rules.
another baby.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's true. They can.
Not him personally, but
He's
Maurice.
Maurice, yeah.
Miz is pregnant.
Oh, nice.
First male. Number 4 is Lashley versus Rey Mysterio, and Lashley completely destroyed Rey Mysterio in his return. It was a good way to get Lashley to make him look strong, beating the shit out of a cruiserweight.
Big
but,
strong boy.
yeah, hopefully he's going to take that momentum into Extreme Rules and beat Strowman in the Last Man Standing match.
Same.
I hope.
But we'll see. Number 3 is Roman Reigns and Cedric Alexander, not who.
Gary Garbunk?
Yeah, Gary
Gary
Garbunk.
Garbunk.
Is that what it was?
I
Something
think
like
so. It's
Wearing-
like Gary Garbunkles and
Yeah, he's wearing a mask, so no one really knew who he was because Shane was picking the
I
opponent.
was hoping it was going to be Leo
As
Rush.
soon as he hit
Oh,
that
definitely,
handspring kick, you all should have knew.
Well,
That's
Leo,
true.
Leo does that too.
It was clearly Cedric's. Come on.
I swear to God.
What, all black people look alike?
He was wearing a mask.
That's... You said it. You said it.
Who said it?
I heard it. Rewind.
Yeah, rewind. Please do, because it never
Let's
happened.
just play a random clip of someone saying that. It doesn't have to be Josh.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Devin.
Thank you.
All right, cool.
You better find one, because you probably can. Just Google anything down south.
Cedric took the pin from a brutal Claymore kick from McIntyre. He got flipped inside out. But he did really well for the 2 minutes he got his offense in. Number 2 is Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Andrade and Zelina Vega. Another great match from Rollins and Becky. I don't see them losing at Extreme Rules, but we'll get to that.
I would have rather had seen Andrade versus Rollins.
I agree.
Just let those two.
What was the point out of an elimination tag team match
I don't
if
get it.
Becky got taken out of the match? Like she didn't get tagged in at all after Zelina got eliminated.
She got a little bit of offense off, I think, on him, right?
I guess a
It was
little bit,
odd.
but it's
A little
it's
bit,
just
but-
weird.
You know what the SummerSlam match is?
What?
Rollins and Becky
No, it's
versus Andrade and Charlotte.
No, it's not.
That's a fucking match. I know, I'm saying that would be way better.
No.
No, that's not. We don't need more intergender matches. Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're pointless in WWE if the men can't fight the women.
That's what I'm saying. It's pointless. If this was an independent show, I'd be like, all right.
Rollins
why not?
had Vega up and he held her for Becky to dropkick her, and then he dropped her on her face.
Well, he didn't hit her, did he?
I mean,
She's like
That's true.
we will see this
she's
Sunday.
like 4 feet tall and 90 pounds. If he hits her, she's done.
We'll see this Sunday.
I don't know. She did a Hurricanrana on Rollins though.
Yes.
Yeah,
the women
true.
got the offense on the men, but the men didn't do anything to the women.
We'll see this Sunday.
Because we don't believe
Equal
in domestic
opportunity,
violence in
right?
WWE.
Look at Tessa Blanchard versus Sami Callihan.
I don't want to.
That was a great match.
I'm sure it was, but I don't watch TNA.
It's
Number
Impact Wrestling.
It's TNA. It's gonna be always TNA. I
Yeah,
don't care
it's
how
total
many times
non-stop
they.
action,
yeah.
bruh.
I don't care how many times they try to rebrand themselves. They're gonna always do the same shit. Number 1 is Anderson and Gallows separately facing Ricochet in 2 separate matches.
It's a great little storyline that just started, huh?
Yeah, and my favorite out of the two
Yeah,
was Anderson versus Ricochet. I
yeah.
thought was the better match.
Yeah, no, Gallows can go, but on
That
their
spine
own,
buster
Anderson
is
is
incredible.
Anderson's
Yeah, he does
fantastic on his own.
He does like Arn.
It's a great storyline. Ricochet looks like an awesome face. The U.S. title's relevant. The club is back. It's
AJ Styles is an amazing heel.
It's a win in every category.
Does it hurt AJ if he loses at Extreme Rules?
No.
Does it hurt the club?
No.
No.
We'll see.
All right. Well, moving on.
I don't think so. Does it hurt the fact Ricochet just beat them both one-on-one back-to-back?
That's true too.
Yeah, I guess.
And he has a win over AJ.
Yeah, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
I think
AJ
they could
needs
stretch
to,
this out though.
I feel like AJ needs to win then.
I think
I do, too.
Maybe it's gonna be a DQ.
I see a 6-man tag at SummerSlam.
Who are Ricochet's partners?
Is SummerSlam after?
I'm still trying to decide that. Right now.
Cesaro and Cassius Ohno.
That'd be sick.
Ooh, wow,
Not gonna happen, but that'd be cool.
that would be cool.
Because they're the Kings of Wrestling versus
The club.
Anderson and Gallows is awesome, and then Ricochet versus AJ is awesome on its own. So
Yeah.
you got clashing styles.
Book it.
AJ
If
Styles.
Ricochet needs 2 bigger guys to help him on
Yeah.
You
Sunday,
can't pick a big manly men more than Cassius Ohno and Cesaro.
that's what I'm saying. The
But
Kings,
Cesaro already has a match. Why is he gonna get away from?
you would never expect it, or Bray Wyatt just to level the playing field.
Why?
I don't know.
Bray
Y'all
needs a
have
You know,
predicted
Bray-
him
listen,
coming
you know-
back every podcast, and
Listen,
it's never
you know
happened.
Bray almost became the opponent
Oh yeah.
For
for
Knocking on
Aleister Black.
Knocking on the door.
Yeah.
That
Almost.
would have drawn twice as many pay-per-view
True.
views, I think,
Oh.
honestly. Not that I'm mad about
But
Cesaro.
neither of them could have taken the pin though. Cesaro can at least take a pin.
True,
don't have a
which
clean
I think is
finish.
why they're saving it.
You won't have a clean finish. You
You're
have
not gonna have a clean finish probably in the United States title match.
Probably not.
Yeah, whatever, man.
All right.
Way to pick it out. Then.
SmackDown Live top 5, number 5. I won't read it. Go ahead.
You really just take my rhyme, my
You took your
SmackDown
thunder,
Live
your
top
juicy
5.
thunder.
It doesn't rhyme.
Yes, it does, Devin.
You go on.
SmackDown Live top 5 does not rhyme.
I don't hear it.
I do.
Are you kidding me?
Going against you.
I'm about to make you leave. Jesus Christ.
I drove you here.
I'm at my house.
No one. We only have your word for it.
I'll take a picture of the
We
racist clown.
We could be anywhere.
That's true. Only you would have something racist in your home. So that makes sense. Go ahead.
I'm gonna kill you.
You said it.
It's not even mine. I don't even know how it got here. It just arrived one
It's
day.
either here or Bodie's room.
It just
Literally
all of
just
a
walked in
sudden
here.
showed up.
Just showed up one day, and I don't know. It doesn't want to leave.
I bet it was Larry.
Fucking Portuguese shit.
Yeah, right.
No, I think it was here before Larry.
It was here before the house was built. They built it
I'm
around.
telling you, fucking walk
They
in.
built it around the house. The house around
They
it.
can't leave.
I don't like
It's
it.
glued to the bar.
Why is he so sad? Is that why he's at a bar?
Yes. He wants a drink, but you won't give him one.
His lips are sealed.
Once you give him a
That's
drink,
true.
he'll turn that smile up.
Upside down.
I don't want to see
No,
his black
right
face
side up.
clown coal mining thing.
Pick his nose. All right, number 5 is Otis versus Bryan versus Xavier Woods.
That's number 5.
Daniel Bryan. Otis. What the fuck is his last name? I don't even know his last name. Does he have one?
Otis?
Yeah.
He just goes by Otis.
Otis.
Yeah, NXT had one though.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, it was like
It was
Joey
a D
Quebec.
something. Yeah, but good surprising match from Otis, and he pinned Xavier, got the win.
Double delayed suplex was fantastic.
Yes.
That is the best double suplex I think there's ever been, simply for that delay. I've never seen it with a delay like that. And
Me
it
neither.
looked
With two people.
Obviously, it wasn't just him. Woods and Bryan made
Helped
it look
out too,
awesome.
yeah.
But
Balance themselves a little
that's,
bit.
in my opinion, that's the best double suplex we've ever seen.
That was the best spot of the week.
It was up there.
Was
When they paused and they were in midair, I was like, oh,
Was that a 5-star moment of the week?
it's up there.
It is up there.
Because that was
definitely.
fantastic. It was only a few seconds, but that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I liked it.
Perfect by all three guys.
I hit that Facebook link.
Did you? Well, it's number 5.
No, it doesn't make it. It doesn't get a. It gets a top 5 Facebook like. It doesn't get my top Facebook like.
Oh, go away.
Devin. Number 4 is the. I mean, we mentioned it already, but Cesaro and Aleister Black having the match at Extreme Rules. Be a good match. Hopefully they give them time and let them do what they do best and wrestle.
Honestly, it's a potential match of the night, but so is Ricochet and.
Yes, as long as it's actual wrestling, like let them go on and be themselves.
Give them 20 minutes, please.
Give them an hour. Like, I don't care. Give them the
Yeah.
whole fucking pay-per-view.
Oh, they're not gonna.
Shut up, Devin. Number 3 is Paige calling out the Iconics for not defending their titles versus the Kabuki Warriors. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, what a division, huh?
Yeah, that two woman tag team division.
It's.
What a failure.
I'm sorry, it's not being. Is one of them hurt or something? I don't understand.
No, they're
Is it
heels,
part of
so
their
they don't
gimmick?
they don't want to defend their titles.
Well, I disagree.
So I think the Kabuki Warriors are gonna win it.
SummerSlam.
Is that even on our thing? No, at Extreme Rules, isn't it happening?
No.
No, God no, they're not gonna defend their titles.
Well, okay.
Maybe they'll do a surprise like.
I heard they were defending it on SmackDown.
That's now number 5 because I'm switching Otis to number
Jesus.
3.
Good.
All right, number 2 is Shinsuke versus Finn Balor.
Oh
And,
wow, what a surprise!
That was a good match.
Yeah, that was your number 1, Devin?
No,
Okay.
Otis's double suplex was.
Okay, so Nakamura got the pin on Finn.
Which I was surprised they allowed, but
Especially with
I thought
Shinsuke
it was
not being
kinda
around.
obvious.
Yeah.
I thought it was obvious Nakamura was.
I
Gonna
thought
win.
he was going to win by countout, to be honest.
Oh my God!
Is that another match happening at
No, that's not even happening.
Why?
What's
I have
up?
no idea.
Who is that versus Balor? Did you write?
Shinsuke. I can't spell Shinsuke. Shin and ski.
Shinsuke.
It's literally the part of your leg, the shin,
Yeah.
plus,
ski.
plus the activity of skiing
Yeah.
is Shinsuke.
I'm not gonna look it up.
SHINUSUKE.
That's a long ass name.
I'm
Shinsuke
guessing.
Nakamura.
That's
Is that
probably
right?
not how you spell
Yeah.
it.
Shinsuke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
But it's Shinsuke.
Yeah, but
Jesus Christ.
if I could just write Shin and ski, why not?
Uncultured white boy. Unbelievable. Probably never even had real ramen before.
Of course, I've had a real ramen. I lived in an apartment by myself for 3 years.
No.
Not by myself, but
Like-
Real
Gone to a ramen
authentic
bar.
ramen.
what the fuck is real authentic?
Not the
ramen?
10-cent packet bullshit.
That's the real ramen, you little dick.
Oh my God. No, it's not.
Yeah.
What real ramen are you talking about?
I've been to this place, Wen's, on Newbury Street, and it's absolutely unbelievable.
That's
It's
expensive ramen.
No, it was like $11.
For one ramen?
It's not the same thing, Josh. They don't fucking take a 10-cent packet and charge you 11.
Well, I can do that.
Bro, we'll go. We'll go.
Yeah.
It's
Seriously.
it's unreal. I told I went there with my brother to for his first time having it. Next day at work, he Snapchats me. He was in Boston. He went there for his lunch break.
Nice.
We'll go there and we'll go to the free arcade.
Okay, that's
Hell
in
yeah.
Providence, but
Where's this?
Newbury Street.
Oh, I thought you meant Thayer Street. Whatever.
Oh no, so I said Newbury Street because it's on Newbury Street.
Shut the fuck up.
I meant the street name. I said sorry.
Yeah, I heard a different name in my head. I don't know why.
But they're not. Yeah, they're not having an Extreme Rules match.
All right, well that's cool. Another wasted match, I guess.
That's fine. You can't. I don't want 7-hour pay-per-views. I really
It's
don't.
not that I want a 7-hour pay-per-view. I just want. They need to have separate pay-per-views again.
I know.
This is
I
so
know.
dumb.
But honestly, every match on this card, I feel like is gonna have
It'd be way
some
too many
sort of.
scorecards in one.
They literally have the pay-per-views. I mean, the superstars to make 2 separate show pay-per-views.
They might
No,
now
I agree.
with Bischoff and
After
Heyman
this
being in
draft,
control. Yeah.
I honestly think they should. Yeah,
After
I
the
agree.
draft, what draft?
They're definitely gonna have a draft.
Who said that?
Well, they'll
They
just probably
have
have
to.
what they always do. What is what are they?
The lottery. Remember when they used to
like-
do that? When the
Yeah.
2 of them back in the day? That's
Yeah.
what I think that they should do.
Well,
With
hopefully.
with the balls and the thingy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
'cause
think
you
that
love the
would be
balls.
Yeah, I do.
that would be awesome. I think
I do love the
it'd be refreshing, and they have to fucking stick to it because I'm so sick of the
Wow.
I agree with you 100%.
It's annoying, and like the brand split's the best thing in my opinion. It's so good to see these guys. When I first started watching wrestling, the first pay-per-view that was being advertised was the 5-on-5 elimination match in Survivor Series. I
Okay.
thought it was the coolest thing ever. That I'm watching SmackDown. It's like, Rey Mysterio, Batista, and Big Show and Kane come out of nowhere, and they're like, they're from Raw. They're the Raw Tag Team Champs, and the place is going nuts because they're not supposed to be on that show, and they're coming in and they're like attacking them in the parking lot. They chokeslam Batista through a car windshield. And I was like, oh my! I was like, I was a kid, and I'm like, how did they let these guys in?
Who are you?
Why is this?
Get outta here.
Why is this allowed?
Call the
The
police.
very first SmackDown I ever saw, it was some singles match. It was like Carlito and it was 2 people from SmackDown having a match. And Michaels jumps out of the crowd, super kicks them, and runs out of there. And all the SmackDown roster starts chasing him. And I'm like, I was like, Mom! I was telling her about it. She's like, I don't fucking care. But I was like, I need to tell someone about this. This guy just jumped out of the crowd
That's
and
awesome.
super kicked Rey Mysterio, who's on SmackDown. This guy's from Raw. I was like, this is nuts. It's like turf wars.
See, I kind of wish my first wrestling moments were like that, like
But
with
you
a
watch
Raw
Oh,
and
it's still
SmackDown, but it was
stuck
like
with me to this day. I thought it was so
watching like
awesome.
Vern Gagne as his first name.
Well, you were no, he was watching him in the Coliseum. Roman Greco wrestling. Yes, splendid match.
Clap.
fuck you both.
Clap, clap, clap.
No, like my first literal wrestling experience was like,
WrestleMania 3.
well, like I mean like
Show.
like a show was this like they didn't even have like a Raw. It was every I don't even remember. It was like prime time, and it was basically Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon sitting behind a desk, and they would just show you matches that happened on house shows,
Huh.
and that's all you got.
Yeah,
For a
see, I
long
started
time.
at this, and I must have watched that 5-on-5 match like 100 times.
See, and that's what I'm saying. I
And
wish
thought it
that
the
was like my
coolest
first
fucking
wrestling
thing,
experience.
and I love the Survivor Series matches every year.
Oh, those were great.
I think my first was when my brother was watching wrestling, and I walked into the room, and I was like, "What is this?"
Do you
Who are
remember,
these
do you remember
people?
what it was?
I think it was like Stone Cold, like right after he.
Oh, that early. See, my first favorite was Eddie Guerrero.
Dude, wasn't I the one? No, I wasn't the one who introduced you to wrestling.
No, I
You were
found it
watching
accidentally.
You know what's funny is I couldn't understand for the life of me. Like I remember Eddie Guerrero from WCW, and I remember being like, why is everybody like into Eddie Guerrero? Like
Oh,
I didn't get it at the time, but then afterwards I was like, remembering him, I'm like, oh yeah, Eddie was brilliant.
I absolutely fell in love with him. He was my absolute favorite. And I remember 8th grade, we all had to do this project with newspapers. The kid next to me's newspaper, front cover was Eddie Guerrero, and I didn't have internet at the time. It was Eddie Guerrero dies of a heart attack. And I had to go, can I go to the bathroom? And I fucking sobbed. I could not believe that.
I remember that too.
8th grade, or it was like, it might have been like 6 or 7. I don't remember. I was young, but I saw it on the newspaper, and I was like, "Are you? What?
See, and
I just watched him last Tuesday."
And the other thing too was like back in the day, it was you were
Or
either
Thursday, whatever night.
you were either a
SmackDown was
Rey
on.
Mysterio fan or you were Eddie Guerrero fan, and I was a Rey Mysterio.
And then
guy.
I had a Cena phase.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
And then,
jeez. I never had a Cena face.
And then WWE fucked up when Benoit died, and then they made a whole Monday Night Raw about him.
I remember where I was when that
Yeah,
happened,
because it was
too.
the limousine exploding.
Yeah, and then Vince McMahon.
I
had to
was
say
down the
that he
Cape because it
dead.
was a Sunday morning,
Yeah.
because it was right before a pay-per-view. Because it was supposed to be him versus Punk
CM
for the
yeah.
title, and they filled it in with Jomo. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I remember I was down the Cape. My brother and I used to watch it, and we were both like, "Oh, jeez."
Yeah.
And then, what do you guys think would have came out of that Vince McMahon thing?
I was too young, really.
Yeah,
to,
I
like,
don't.
Well, now.
I was just starting to get into wrestling,
Oh, it was
like
terrible.
back into wrestling at the time.
No, but what do you think would have happened? Like, if Vince faked his death.
Oh, he would have came back.
Yeah,
I mean, he
think
would have
so,
came
too.
back, but it would have been like really weird. I don't know.
They should have done like Zombie Vince.
I still have to do my number one.
Oh, sorry.
That's all good. Number one's Kevin Owens pipe bomb.
No way.
Yeah.
That is the best moment
Talking
of the
about
week.
Shane taking TV away from the talent who deserves it most, like Buddy
Yeah, like
Murphy,
Asuka.
Devin's first yawn. Asuka, Ali,
There you go,
Murphy,
Bodie. Tally it down on your fucking notepad.
Ali, Murphy, all these guys that just don't get TV time because Shane's taking over.
Yeah.
He's
I agree.
he's not even like a Vince McMahon character right now. He's just kind of annoying.
Yeah, but he's not as good as Vince was.
It's not like
It would be more entertaining if he was like Vince and he was like running the company, kind of like don't fuck with me because I'm gonna stick these guys on you. Not I'm gonna do my own wrestling and be called the best in the world.
But that's the thing. The thing I agreed so much with that was him saying, "How dare you call yourself the best in the world? That's such an insult."
Yeah, I know.
Do you think
Well,
Shane's
he's doing it on purpose.
Do you think Shane's heat is similar to Corbin's heat, where it's not we're booing you because you're a heel, we're booing you because we're fucking tired of you? In
Yeah,
the
I think
spotlight? Do
that's
you think
literally
it's
what it
similar,
is.
Exact same heat.
And I think Kevin
it's not the
doing
same
what
as
he
Daniel
did.
Bryan heat.
No, but I think Kevin doing what he did.
Kind of brings heat on.
He had
Yeah.
a huge pop. With
Oh,
that
it was
stunner.
gigantic.
That's how
You
you do
see,
a
he
face
changed one of his profile pics to him giving Shane the stunner.
Right?
turn.
Yeah.
Yes, he should.
All right, let's get into some questions here.
Yeah, about time because we're talking about our first wrestling experiences.
Which was good.
That was
Which
awesome.
was good. I love it.
Yeah, we got time. We'll go over these pay-per-views.
Right. So these guys obviously didn't watch Slammiversary,
No,
and they missed how great of an event that was,
good.
I
And
did
how-
hear really positive things.
and how
every
Trey
time-
Miguel, dude.
Every year this happens where they do really great at Slammiversary or Bound for Glory, and then they go back to the same shit. Like, it
I
doesn't
know,
matter.
but I really want them to
I
be.
do too.
Because like right now they're on the same level as AEW.
But
Mm,
I mean AEW is obviously ahead of them,
AEW
but
is
like,
way ahead of them.
AEW
but I mean like
way
this could be a
better
war between
story
them.
AEW storyline. Storylines I think are way better.
I think AEW could
Wrestling Impact is just a spot fest.
put Impact out
Yeah.
of business.
Well,
if they wanted
that's what I want to see. Like
I do find that
I don't wanna see
like
that.
Fatal 4-Way on Impact, the X Division one.
that was freaking amazing.
Well, it was a great wrestling match. Why were those four fighting?
Who?
It was
Who
just a
the-
random match because
Yeah, I don't like that. Why are you having that at Slammiversary pay-per-view?
Thank you. That was the answer I was hoping.
It
you
was
would say.
it was a match that was added on at last minute.
Still, I mean, you can have the greatest match of all
Because-
time, but there's nothing to it.
I prefer.
True, but I still but it was
Backbone.
still I know, but it was
you
still
have
a
a
great
week-
match.
I know, but you have a weekly show to build it up to it.
No, and I
See,
get it.
AEW doesn't have a weekly show, and all of these matches here, I'm looking at the card. There are reasons
Yeah,
for
of course.
all of these
no, I get it.
matches. Impact, I get Tessa versus Sammy. That had, that
Except
was
for
that
Sammy
was
G and
storyline.
MJF.
Yeah, but even Taya Valkyrie versus
I mean-
Rosemary versus Jessica Havoc versus Sue Young
Yeah, I
had a
heard that was
story
really
behind
good.
it. That was an amazing match.
Yeah, a lot of people
Seeing
don't know.
Taya Valkyrie take a staple gun and
Monster ball
stapling
match.
like
I mean, these are their top guys. These are the three deathmatch
Yeah, I guess.
kings. And you have heat in between MJF and Shawn Spears. Are they going to turn on each other? Sammy
Yes.
G's trying to come over his loss of Kip Sabian.
Okay.
Trying to get a big win. Trying to get back in the game.
yeah, of
You know,
course. I mean, I get
It
it.
makes... They're going to tell a story, and there's going to be tension, and it's not going to be double team moves, triple team moves, no reason for anything.
So going kind of back to what you
Yeah,
had
let
were
me-
talking about.
I want. Well, okay, I'll let you go.
With the fatal, who was in the fatal 4-way match?
It was Willie Mack,
TJP.
TJP, Trey Miguel, and Jake. Not Jake. Is it Jake Christ? I think it was Jake Christ. It was an amazing match.
There's like 4 really talented guys. Why would you not build a story around
Like,
them?
I get having showcase matches. I say save those 4 for an Impact.
Yeah, just
and then have the winner fight
I just wish
somebody
TJP
huge or
didn't
something.
join Impact.
Like, what did the winner get? Was it
Nothing.
was it an X Division
Nothing.
#1 contender?
it should have
Maybe it could be. I mean, we haven't seen the
Well, they
next
should have
episode of
mentioned-
Well,
Impact.
yeah, that should have been built
Mentioned.
before.
I know, right there should have been right
All
there.
you have to
but-
do is build that. You don't need a story.
No, yeah, you just
That's
No,
it.
true.
All
true.
4 of them want the title. They're all going to kill each other to have a shot at this title. Instead, what did the winner get?
But that's wrong.
I
That's
don't know,
what's
but the
wrong
problem
with
is-
Impact. That's why they're
yeah.
not improving. They're not building up what they could.
No, I know, and the problem too is that they gave a guy who's really let's just all agree that the X Division basically is 205, right? It's kind of the
205
same thing.
storylines are way better.
No, but I'm saying it's the same kind of thing, same kind of
Yeah.
division,
Yeah.
right? And they gave it to a guy who's way over the weight limit.
Well,
Willie
no,
Mack.
Willie
X
Mack.
Division was always about no weight limit though.
I didn't know.
Samoa
Samoa
Joe
Joe was champ.
Yeah, but that was later on, though.
I
No,
think
it's always
when
been like that,
sta-
though.
I
Has
think
it?
when
Yeah.
it started, there was a weight limit.
Really?
That's what I'm saying, because it was
Very
always
early
AJ
on,
Styles,
But then it
Christopher
turned
Daniels.
into a mid card.
Okay,
Is all it
All
is.
right,
It's
all
a
right.
mid card title.
It's
Okay.
technically mid card, but a lot of like 205 guys win.
Well, because back in the day, 2004, 2005, the mindset was you weigh 200 pounds, you're not a main eventer.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like having a
It was
cruiserweight division.
basically, without saying it, like you're not. I mean, yeah, Joe obviously was an exception, but I do believe there might have been a weight limit early on.
I could have sworn I
Didn't Kevin
remembered
Nash
there
win it?
being. Yeah, but that's
Fucking-
later.
Oh, don't even. Whatever.
The many mistakes of Impact
Just
Wrestling.
fucking
Oh, God.
make yourself
Um,
win every title.
Anyways, the reason I brought up Impact Wrestling, Trey Miguel had such a great match, but then all of a sudden on Twitter, he got into a verbal spat, not a verbal spat, but a Twitter spat with David Starr. And we all know David Starr is a big-time political activist now. He's an instigator, all sorts of things. Well, he got Trey Miguel to react to him, and this is all based off of a pair of wrestling trunks that had the words BLM, Black Lives Matter. Trey Miguel, apparently, this is a summary of what he did. Apparently, he threatened to post revenge porn, called someone a homophobic slur, made multiple anti-Semitic remarks, I guess, towards David Starr, and then was constantly, like, deleting them. Like, he would make the comment and delete it. Maybe realizing he effed up when somebody called him out on it. But if you're Impact Wrestling and you're the management and you see this, and I don't think they've reacted
No,
to this yet, but do you take action against Trey Miguel? Or are you in such a desperate spot where Impact is that you kind of hope that it goes kind of unnoticed after a while?
I mean, if you're in a desperate spot, you, as a company, you want to at least talk to him about that. But I don't see it as severe as a lot of people think it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I get that he's trying to say that all lives matter, but that's not what the Black Lives Matter movement's about. So just, if you don't understand it, don't try to talk about it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those things where, like,
Other cultures aren't going through the same shit that black people are going through right now. It's just
no, and that's why I always thought, like, saying all lives matter was a little out of taste.
It's whatever. But with the anti-Semitic thing and the other stuff, I mean, he's obviously going through some shit. Maybe he's just upset about something else, and he took it out at the wrong moment and went on Twitter. You can always delete your comments, even though people save them and hold them against you later in life.
Or screenshot them.
Lars Sullivan. But
Well, that's deserved.
no, I'm not saying that's similar. Like it's
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's
so,
the same thing.
Yeah, so just stay off social media for a little bit. Maybe that's what Impact's gonna do to him. Just tell him don't go on Twitter right now.
Yeah, don't react to people.
Yeah, if you're gonna be upset, take it out privately.
All right.
Agreed.
All right. So big news over the weekend. Apparently at a Blink 182 show
Oh God.
in Newark, New Jersey, the bad boy, Joey Janela, and the scumbag Enzo Amore
It's Bodie's favorite wrestler. You watch
Right?
your tongue.
basically got into a what we thought was a verbal spat. Apparently, there was a physical altercation, even though Joey Janela at first was claiming that he didn't touch him. All he tried to do was just introduce himself, and he claimed at first that Enzo just blew up. And Enzo kept saying, like, you tried to fight me or, like, whatever, and, you know, I'm not going to back down. And there was video that was posted. And then Janela changed his tone when the video was posted, saying, I started the whole thing jokingly all night saying I was going to find Enzo and fight him to get a TMZ story. As we were leaving, he was 3 steps ahead of me, and I said, hey, I'm Joey Janela, want to fight? Not really a polite way to introduce yourself after the Twitter antics. Then he goes on to say, I wasn't scared, I was absolutely bombed before the footage that you see. We had a little scuffle, my glasses ended up on the ground. He punched me in the face. I held my finger in his face. And then my friend told me his boy was filming, so I was hesitant to continue. If you're AEW, what do you do to Janela?
Nothing.
He handled it right, didn't he?
Yeah, but you're going out in public, getting drunk, and then causing physical altercations with guys that aren't in your company.
But
Well, wouldn't you rather do it with someone not in your company? What if
Yeah,
he
but do you want this kind of... If you're
No, but
AEW,
what
is
if
this
he
the kind of
fought-
publicity that you want?
What if he fought someone on Saturday's card and he hurt him?
well,
If he hurts Enzo,
True, but
oh
I'm talking from a publicity standpoint, right? Like, you got to think this is a young company. Do they need this?
well. I don't think it reflects poorly on AEW in any way.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't reflect poorly on Janela either. I mean, starting a fight. I mean, he should not have tried to find Enzo in the first place. I don't know why he was looking for him.
Yeah, that's a big mistake.
You know that if you're gonna say you want to fight to Enzo, he's gonna say yes.
I don't see people aren't reporting it like AEW wrestler Joey Janela, yada yada yada. You know.
Well, yeah, they're gonna say AEW wrestler because he's an AEW now. He's a contracted wrestler. That's why he
Well,
realized
his exclusivity, it doesn't start till October.
But at the same time, he's technically.
Well, he's technically assigned to AEW.
It doesn't reflect. Look at Uso fighting a cop a month ago, where like all this.
Yeah,
other
but how
shit
many
that
guys?
happens.
Yeah, but that's
back talk.
yeah. He just backtalked, but
Well, yeah, but the report was
Sure, yeah.
he started a physical altercation with a cop. He has a tag title match Sunday.
And then he won.
and then he won. Yeah.
I don't think it matters really.
No, I mean,
It doesn't reflect poorly. It doesn't matter.
Enzo just has so much trouble going towards him. I mean,
They probably know. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
it's
like,
not-
wait, who was it with? Enzo.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't care. They're not in any rush to sign Enzo Amore to AEW.
Oh no, I know.
If
they're
Enzo has
definitely
bad
not.
stuff to say about them, they're
I
not
think
losing sleep.
Janela did himself a favor by getting Enzo in trouble and making it look
Getting
look like
more press.
Yeah, so Enzo and Cass can't show up. Well, Cass might be able to, but Enzo won't show up in AEW.
Cass will get booed out of the building.
He's so robotic.
If you,
Can you get your fucking arm away
touch
from
my
my
arm
spot?
one more time, I'm taking you upstairs.
Oh man! All right. With that being said, we're moving on to Extreme Rules.
Wait, you have more questions?
Fight for the
don't
Fallen.
yeah, but it's-
Fight for the Fallen is Saturday, bruh.
All right, fine. We'll talk about Fight for the Fallen first.
Chronologically, what is your guys' most anticipated match of the night? What are you looking forward to the most?
you?
Honestly,
Young Bucks versus Cody and Dustin.
wow. I was gonna say Sonny Kiss versus Peter the Librarian.
You
Of course
can
I'm
leave.
just kidding.
Do you want to read out loud for everybody what I
Everybody,
wrote?
sorry?
Everyone that's listening, cock ass.
Well, I'll let you do it.
Do you want to?
Yeah,
it's
Devin.
funnier when someone else reads my prediction for the Sonny Kiss Peter Avalon match.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, come on. He wrote, I refuse.
Fuck
To
you!
a-
I wrote refuse.
How's your handwriting?
I can't. With the,
Give me
wait a
that.
minute. Watch, Joe.
What, you write this with your feet?
Wow, recycled jokes, Josh.
I refuse to acknowledge this match.
I refuse to acknowledge that match. I'm not voting on it.
Okay,
Why?
well, there you're
Because
losing
Peter
11
Avalon
points.
is the whole librarian thing makes me so mad.
Okay, fine,
Why?
whatever.
It's so dumb.
Why?
It is a dumb
He's going to tell him to
storyline.
shush the whole time. That's his finisher.
All
Oh
right.
my
Well,
good
obviously, we got Brandy Rhodes versus Allie.
Oh, that's going to be a fantastic match.
We got SCU versus the Lucha Brothers.
That'll be really good.
We got Young Bucks versus Cody and Dustin Rhodes.
Match of the night.
My most anticipated match.
I
Kenny
said that.
Omega versus CIMA.
Fuck you. We can have the same.
No, we can't.
My most anticipated match of the night, Hangman Page versus Kip Sabian.
Wow.
Yep.
Kip Homo Sapien.
Oh, my God. Sammy Guevara, MJF, and Sean Spears versus Darby Allin, Jimmy Havoc, and Joey Janela.
That's my second.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, I don't know.
Can that be a weapons match?
Omega CIMA too. There's so many good ones.
You know
What do you think is going to be the match of the night?
Definitely Young Bucks versus Cody.
Wrestling? Yeah.
I'd say wrestling story, the complete package.
Young Bucks and Cody and Dustin.
Yeah, I think so.
So
too.
What if Cody turned on him?
They're not gonna fight. Again.
Ooh.
I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't see a
He
lot of
needs his brother.
recycled matches on pay-per-views, which I'm a fan of. We're not going to have 8 of the same match back-to-back. We're going to settle it on pay-per-view and move on.
can they do a fans bring weapons match for the Janela, Havoc, and Darby Allin?
Well, it's the Kings of the Death match
That's what I'm
versus.
saying. Let's
That
bring
should be some sort of... I mean, it's the buy-in on a free show. I don't see them killing
Imagine
themselves.
if they made it a 8-man tag match and you threw John Moxley in there.
They're not going to put Moxley on a...
Moxley's not.
He's going to show... No, he might show up and fight Omega.
He might, but we'll see.
We'll
Oh yeah,
see
because
about
Omega
that.
showed up and
Yeah, so they're tit for tat.
nice tits.
Titty for tatty. So
Right.
that's going to be a good show. I'm excited.
It should be a decent show.
Buy-in at 7:30, main card at 8:30.
Definitely.
Peyton, what's up, baby? Hi, buddy.
All right, so now we're going to get to Extreme Rules.
All right, here we go.
AJ Styles is taking on Ricochet for the U.S. title.
Who do y'all got?
I was just going to say, who do you
Oh,
think
I'm
walks
sorry.
out with the U.S. title? And versus the Cesaro and Aleister Black match, which one of the two has a better chance of stealing the show?
All right, I'm going to answer you one question at a time here.
Okay, go for it.
Because Devin can't do both at the same time.
And I forgot the first one.
Well, who wins AJ Styles versus Ricochet?
I put Styles.
Oh,
Josh,
you think
didn't
Styles is-
Josh didn't put someone who actually is in the company, so
I
he's
did.
disqualified.
What are you talking about? That's a name.
O'Shea.
It's Irish Ricochet.
That's his name.
That doesn't count.
How's that not count?
Who's... No, Ricochet?
Rick O'Shea.
It's like my fucking uncle's name.
That's Finn Balor's uncle's name.
Straight off the boat.
That's the
Oh, I
one.
He
love
probably
it.
throws a lot. He
I
probably
love
throws
it.
potatoes, huh?
Yeah, that's his finisher.
Like Rogers.
Like Brian.
Oh, and then picks him up because he's Jewish.
Makes some fresh ass French fries out of him and serves them up. That dude's a cook.
Is he?
Yeah, he
Rick
cooks
O'Shea.
well. I like when he hosts.
Yeah.
There you go.
Just put a little apron on him.
Why
Ooh.
not? Why not?
Ooh,
All right, and
Kiss the
then
chef.
versus Aleister
I've-
Black and Cesaro,
I've thought about it.
who has the better chance of stealing the show?
I think maybe Black and Cesaro because I don't think Ricochet and AJ might. I don't think that might have a clean finish. So I think Black and Cesaro will have a clean finish. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Because it can be a great match, but if it's a DQ or something, I always like,
I don't know. I think Alistair and Cesaro was going to steal the show, too.
I do too.
Fuck you.
I said two, you fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Devin Goldberg.
Which two? TO, TOO, or TWO?
T-O-O.
Alright, good. At least you know that.
T-W-O.
All right. I think we can all agree that Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins are going to win this Sunday.
Boy, I hope so.
And we do not
But-
need that in the new era.
Entertain me here.
Mm.
Let's imagine the opposite happens. Who takes the pin?
Becky.
From Corbin.
Really?
From-
You
from
think Becky
Corbin.
Lynch would lose the titles for them?
From
Corbin.
Corbin. Corbin takes the titles from Becky.
Can he pin her?
No.
Yes. Just-
Why not?
You just can't do chest to chest. That's inappropriate.
I'll show you inappropriate.
Stop putting your finger in my butt.
That's the sound of it
It got
leaving.
interesting. If Samoa Joe finally is Samoa Joe finally the man
No.
who will dethrone Kofi Mania?
I would not be upset if it was Joe because I know there's so
Joe
many people.
deserves
There's
to
so
be a
many people
champion.
who deserve it. But Joe is absolutely top
Joe
of that
deserves
list.
it.
Why is Bodie one of your surprise entrances again?
Fuck off! Don't look at my paper.
You're so dumb. You know that doesn't count.
What do you mean? Do you see he's not scheduled to appear on here. If he shows up at my apartment Saturday, Sunday, that counts.
Saturday.
No, it's Sunday.
Sunday is
Like for the
Extreme
fall.
Rules.
Is that this Saturday? Sunday?
Yeah, it's back to back.
Oh, okay.
It's wrestling weekend. I already told Becca she wasn't happy.
Uh-oh.
Braun Strowman takes on Bobby
Sorry, bruh.
Lashley in a last man standing match. Who will stand tall when all is said and done?
I'm going to say Lashley.
I also said Lashley.
I think Lashley needs it more than Strowman. Strowman can get back to what he was doing anytime.
Yeah, because I don't want,
Lashley can
say Lesnar wins or whatever. I don't want Strowman Lesnar 18.
No, I
Lashley
want
Lesnar?
yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's what we should have gotten.
At SummerSlam.
That's what we should have gotten last year.
At SummerSlam.
yeah, I think so.
Lashley
too.
versus...
Face Lesnar versus heel Lashley.
Yep.
Yeah, dog.
Like that'd be awesome.
Uh,
I mean, it won't be a great match. Okay.
All right. Bailey has to beat some
Sign of
unsurmountable odds to retain her title against both Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. What are the chances that she retains the title? And what are the chances we get Nikki or Alexa turning on each other?
I said Nikki's going to take the pin on Bailey, and then they'll probably turn on each other after.
I said Bailey pins Cross and Bliss snaps.
No, I'm thinking maybe...
I think that's the way it would be.
Yeah, either that or... either way, it's going to be...
Maybe. Oh, you know what? I have my fifth. I'll get rid of. Fine. If Bodie doesn't count, then I'm
Whatever.
crossing.
Sasha Banks.
Whatever. Thank you.
What was it?
What are the chances that Drew McIntyre can finally walk away with a win? And does ring time for The Undertaker dictate the direction the match goes?
You're going to have to say that one more time after Devin's...
Sorry, I'm putting unscheduled appearances for Josh.
I put my dad...
I'm trying to win.
My dad's not going to show up. Bodie, I don't know.
And I won't be there.
Ed's not going to be there either. So.
You working Sunday?
Yeah.
Ed, stop working so much.
Look
Alright, well,
up
sorry.
the WWE pay-per-view schedule because it's out there for the next year.
Okay.
Take a day
We're not
off,
going to
Ed.
talk about this right now.
Bruh.
What are the... Again.
Working the day.
Yeah, I know. I get it. What are the chances that Drew McIntyre
Just
can
lost
finally
my
walk away with a win?
I said he's going to
Extreme
pin...
Rules.
I said he's going to pin Taker.
McIntyre
Really?
over Taker?
Yep.
Wow.
I have Reigns over Shane.
SummerSlam. Set up that SummerSlam match.
I would have had Reigns over Shane, too.
I'm picking who I want to win and how I want to win it. I never pick who I think is going to win.
Peyton. Yeah.
Because I always want to be right about something.
Well, I do the opposite. So if Reigns pins Shane, but I'd rather McIntyre pin
Yeah,
Taker. So either way, I'm happy.
I think McIntyre should pin Taker.
All right.
Taker doesn't need the win, and
You gave the last man standing match 8 minutes. Are you
Yeah.
new?
what do you mean? It's going to be short.
Okay.
They're two big men. They can't do much.
All right.
Put
so
17 minutes? Who wants to watch 17 minutes of that?
It's not whether
gonna,
or
I
not
think
you.
it's going to be quick.
It's not whether or
Yeah,
not
it's going
you
to be
want
quick,
to.
you fucking dickhead.
Oh, we'll see.
Is Drew Gulak the real deal,
Yes.
or is he a flash in the pan and Tony Nese regains the Cruiserweight Championship?
He was not Beyond, by the way, this week. He was there, as in the crowd. We could have seen him.
Gulak will win.
Could have met him. Yeah, Gulak's going to win
Yeah, I agree.
by submission.
Despite this being Aleister
not-
Black's first
Yeah, I know.
match,
wait.
I know.
How is Gulak gonna beat Nice? By Gulaking. The fall type he wrote Gulak. He's gonna beat him with a Gulak? Are you fucking new?
Gulaking.
Holy shit. Sorry.
I got distracted about something. I don't know what happened. I put Daniel as the fall type for Brian. And,
Oh, yeah, they're gonna win by Daniel.
and Revival for the Finn, too.
all right.
I'm not paying attention during this.
I
whole
know.
thing.
With Bischoff running SmackDown Live, what are Heavy Machinery's chances of winning?
100%,
Not happening.
baby.
And do we see a heel turn from a member of the New Day
No,
finally?
doesn't make any
Yes.
sense. Doesn't make any
Big
sense.
E. What do you mean? Big E versus Kofi next SummerSlam.
Are you saying a heel turn during the tag team title match
Yeah.
with Woods?
Yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen during the tag.
Thank you.
It's gonna happen
Thank you for using your brain, Wes.
after.
All right. Who's going? Wow. Who's going to have the?
Yikes.
You just, all right, never mind.
I'll take them.
Who's going to have the bigger weekend, AEW or WWE?
I'll tell you Monday.
Um,
You mean better wrestling, but more
Just a better event.
better event altogether? I think it's close.
I think WWE is going to win this one.
I do think it's close.
I think they're going to step it up big time
I think
for
they're
this
going to
one.
win it.
I am excited for both in different ways.
It all depends on how well AEW does on Saturday for how well WWE wants to do on Sunday.
I agree. I'll agree with that.
Why are you getting up?
All right, let's do
my
this.
legs.
5-star moment of the week.
Do we do
No, that's how we end every show. Is this your first one?
the Fight for the Fallen predictions?
What? Where were you? Oh, we just went over what
We just
matches
went over
we're
the
excited
matches,
for.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm not going to do predictions.
We don't really have to.
Yeah.
It's not for All Out. We will, but this one's not. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be all out for that too.
Oh, please.
All right. So, anyways,
Well,
Five-star moment of the week.
yeah.
What were you going to say, Devin?
I was gonna say, while you're being all out, I'm gonna be all in.
Ooh.
This is a closed pay-per-view viewing session. Becca, please leave.
That's my 5-star moment of the month.
My moment's probably that double suplex from Otis. Honestly, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And well, that's my top wrestling moment. My top moment would be Owen's pipe bomb.
Okay.
So
Number
two different things.
My 5-star juiciest moment of the week is
That orange you ate
ACH debuting. What? No orange.
Jordan
is
Miles.
juicy.
Oh yeah, I got my juicy can over here, guys.
ACH debuting.
Too juicy beer.
Yeah,
If you don't drink it, you don't get the juice.
you've never opened it.
I know.
And
I
it's
haven't
sweating.
Because it's cold, you fuck.
It's cold, you fuck.
It's cold. Feel it.
No, that was in your ass. I don't want to touch it.
Of course it was.
Wow.
Why keep it cold? Ed? Moving
My
on.
my 5-star moment of the week goes
What's wrong
to
with your voice?
the Monsters
Oh my
Ball.
God.
What was that?
What?
That was the cat.
Was it really?
No, it was Josh. The Monsters
Jesus.
Ball, the women's match.
Yep.
Cool.
Good. Yeah, notice neither of Josh and I did anything from Impact.
Yeah.
Or from New Japan and G1 Climax.
We don't talk about that stuff normally. I mean, it's fun to do predictions and stuff.
Tanahashi and Okada was kind of slow paced for me.
I
Really?
loved.
I don't know.
I loved Sonata and Zack Sabre Jr.
No, that was a good one. And then what was the first G1 match? Lance Hoyt and
And
Archer.
Archer and Osprey.
Osprey. Yeah. Well, yeah, Archer now. Lance Archer.
That was
Yeah,
good.
That was a great match.
Osprey's on
That
a
was a great first event.
fucking roll. He is my early candidate for Man of the Year.
Archer or Osprey?
Osprey.
No. Well, Archer won, so you can't have him.
That's okay.
You don't have to win every match.
You
It's
do.
point based.
It's point
No,
based.
you have
so.
everything.
Are you stupid?
Yes.
Stupid. All right, so that does it for us this week. Follow us on Twitter at the _5_star podcast.
The number 5.
The number 5.
If we can get our login, the password should be the number 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, everybody write that down.
Right. And then
Already
follow
in
us on Facebook at 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
Do you spell that out?
You spell out
How do
5.
you spell 5?
5-Star Wrestling
How do you spell
Podcast.
5, Ed?
FIVE.
How do you spell star?
STAR.
All right, stop
How do you
it.
spell podcast?
PODCAST.
How do you spell Twitter?
Wow, what was with the delay on that?
Yeah.
one?
I don't know
know.
because I confused myself saying it too fast.
See,
Anyways,
that's what I wanted.
that is
Yes.
it. We're out of here.
Keep it juicy.
See you next week.
Yeah. Bye.